Hui hui, it's louisity again, and for this video I'm going to be doing another reading vlog, and it is for the book I Believe in a Thing Called Love by Maurene Goo. Hoorah! So this is going to be our book of the month for January 2021. For BLouRay Book Club, I'll be linking down the announcement video below. And yep, I think that this book's gonna be perfect for, K-drama fans, Korean drama fans, and probably some, K-pop stanners, just like me, NCT and 17. So I'm excited to read this, and I hope that it is going to be a fun reading experience. I think it's just going to be like a fluffy one, but you never really know until you get to read the story. So let's begin!
So I just read the prologue and, of course, the first four chapters of I Believe in a Thing Called Love, and so far I'm enjoying it. Like every scene, sort of like was vividly depicted or written in a manner wherein when one can visually see and would unleash reactions. Like for every single like situation that Desi got into, like I just reacted to it, and I was like, okay, oh, Desi, okay, what did you just do? Like for the most part, but I think the one after like during the last part of chapter one, that was the part where I really reacted. Like it unleashed reaction to me. I was like, oh no, no, Desi, what did you do? Desi, what did you do? I was literally like, I paused for a moment because I was like, okay, oh, what just happened? And then also Desi talked about like what she found, like what she thinks about, um, you know, K dramas, and this is very interesting because I think this kind of comes also with other forms of media, whether it be movies, books, what else, comics, TV shows. Yeah, I think I mentioned that. Music. So pretty much, well, she said like things seem like the same and formulaic, and it kind of like what made me think about this scene when I read that is that like at times I would think like in certain media, like because this um, mentions about Korean drama. Now, personally, for me, I got to that point wherein when after watching some Korean drama for a certain amount of years, I kind of felt like okay, I felt like it hit plateau for me. Like I will, and then come to think of it, like with books, it's kind of like that as well. I mean, like I don't watch much, not only Korean TV shows, but like TV series in general. I felt like um, sometimes it gets a little formulaic, or but then again, I was like thinking that also applies to books. Like there's for the most part, most of the books have like this one like trope, like just kind of like other forms of media. They're kind of tropey as well, and of course, music could be, I guess you could call it tropey. But yeah, I still enjoy them, and they still resonate in me. Probably it's the reality. Like I'm thinking, I was just thinking, like maybe you're just fated to enjoy other forms of media, like in a more of a long term or more of a consistent kind of basis. Like for me, I enjoy reading books all throughout, like ever since, like if you've watched my reading journey, like ever since college when my love for reading like resumed, revived, and you know um, yeah, I've been like reading a lot, even if the books that I'm reading have like certain like commonalities or similarities or tropey, and it's like what I say is like they seem to have um, like it's they have this like same narrative, and then like you just change or alter like the names of the characters or the names of the settings, or probably tweak some of the things about the setting. Um, but yeah, but I still enjoy them, and that kind of like makes me think that maybe we're just fated to or destined to enjoy a certain type of media in the long term run, and sometimes it will revive back if we find something that will just resonate in us, or we find something um, valuable. So I don't know, just some random thoughts about that part of the book. That line of Dusty, her train of thought, and who knows, maybe I might enjoy. I know I've been seeing a lot of like K dramas that are pretty popular. I think Startup happens to be one of them. Yeah, anyway, and also I really like Dusty's dad's like interest in K-drama, kind of like me with K-pop. You all know, if you've been watching my channel, I've been standing, you know who I stand. I mean, I listen to different kind of K-pop music, and the ones that are like more of like I salute or stand, you know what I mean, would be 17 NCT, and I'm getting there with Twice. I'm slowly getting there. Um, so yeah, and I just like how the situations were like and the scenes were like vividly depicted. Like you can vividly see them, and at the same time, it just brought smile to me. So far, my reading experience has been pretty good. So I look forward to what's gonna happen in the next pages. So catch you folks later.
So I'm going to give you a reading update now. So far, the scenes have been pretty enjoyable. They stimulate my brain in a positive way. I'd have to say, like specifically for the situations between Dasi and Wanbin, aka Luca, and also the situations with the other characters as well, have been pretty awesome. One thing that like stood out to me is like that conversation between Dasi and Violet, and why Violet felt, what she felt in the story, her sort of like coded code anger, or some folks may think it's jealousy about Desi. We get to find out, and that surprised me. And it was written in a way that it was clear and that you would understand the situation or the narrative better. And I think that Dustin and Luca are doing pretty well. I'm just pretty curious about what the direction of the story will go. So it's pretty much like pretty solid for me, but I don't know. We'll see how the narrative is gonna take us. So I just joined a What Polly Reads and Ray Reads PH live stream on Instagram for reading sprints. Now they decided to read Sky Hunter by Marie Lu, and they invited all other folks to join in the reading sprint, even if they're going to be reading a different book. And yep, y'all know I'm reading, of course, the book of the month for BLouRay Book Club. I believe in a thing called love. So thanks to that reading sprint, I finished reading I Believe in a Thing Called Love by Maurene Goo, and overall, it was a tremendous reading experience. I have yet to think about like what will be my rating for this book, so let me just simmer down my thoughts and let the thoughts sink in my head, in my brain, and I'll come back in the next clip about my overall thoughts. So, so I just finished reading last night I Believe in a Thing Called Love by Maurene Goo, and overall it was a tremendous reading experience. Like, there were scenes that will make you react, and I like that about books when, certain scenes or majority of the scenes will make you react, whether it's the intention or not. And as opposed to like, let's say you feel apathetic towards the story. So I like it when stories bring out or evoke reactions to the reader. And there were like scenes there wherein, what else could I say? Yeah, like the steps that Desi made, and how it was divided into, like the book was divided into these steps, like the chapters were divided into these steps. Basically, each step scene was able to create like a description or a narrative that was very clear So, for example, when she was like, there was this like step wherein, okay, find the mystery about this guy or prove to the guy that you're the best that there is out there. You know, that those chapters like were able to vividly execute a story behind those steps, if that makes any sense. So, if you folks would read the book, you would understand what I mean. And it was just something that was really good hearted, like I said, because you react to these scenes. You basically I would say that the narratives were written in a way effectively. And my comment though, or like my critique would have to be, there was a scene between when it was already them, Luca and Desi, and then the scene before the whole fixing Luca's relationship with his dad and the succeeding scenes. Like the scenes between those parts, basically, yeah, that was just, there was a little disconnect there, but overall, I'd say that it was still a great reading experience. If you're a person who's into Korean dramas, then you would really like the references that it has. So I think that this is something that can bring a good reading experience. I think, especially if this is intended for people that are interested with Korean dramas or wanting to get into Korean dramas, then I definitely recommend this book. And I am giving this book 4.75 out of 5 stars. And just to also add, the way that the narratives were synthesized from the time where they met each other to, them being them together and then the challenges that they had to face as a couple were like synthesized smoothly. Okie dokes. So this is actually BLouRay Book Club's Book of the Month for January 2021. And we are going to be having a live show. By the time that this video is up, I think we are already done with it. So I'll be linking it down below, so feel free to check it out. And I guess, that's about it. So if you folks made it this far, feel free to put a television emoji because, of course, we are dealing with Korean dramas. So a TV emoji would be perfect. So, yep, if you folks like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, click that subscribe button and hit that little bell icon somewhere down there to keep yourselves posted about my videos. I'm also putting down links and handles of my social media accounts, so feel free to check me out and follow me there as well. As always, thank you so much for watching. Always be thankful and unleash the reader in you. Bye, y'all.